coverages is, just trying to keep my mind in it. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it.
Were you able to do any sort of conditioning or preparation for tonight's game at all?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying, just staying in shape, doing conditioning, and, still trying to follow game plans with the Hawks and the last game, Miami. And, like I said, just talking to the coaches, trying to see, what our coverages are, just keeping my mind in the game.
Let's move over to Cameron.
Hey, Kawhi, you said you was watching the game. Could you tell me or tell us what you thought about the team's performance yesterday? A pretty gritty comeback win that they had, and then how that prepares you guys for future games in the season.
Like you said, it was a good comeback. We were down some in that first quarter, second quarter. They had a good third. And it kind of came down to the wire in that fourth. Came to a free throw game. But, with us being out, I guess you could just think that if one of us is in foul trouble or we're not having a good game that night, other guys ready to step up, play basketball. So that's probably how I could help us down the road.
So let's move over to Shane.
Hey, Kawhi. Tonight you all had a lot of shot attempts at the rim and, in the paint in general. I think it was 38 total in the paint. As the game goes on, do you feel that all of your three-point shooting and the weapons you have is opening up that floor for everyone to get inside and create underneath the rim?
Yeah, when you have shooters on the floor and you're penetrating, trying to get to the basket and the defense collapse and they're knocking down shots, it's hard to, want to be in that health spot again if your man keeps scoring the ball. So, you just start playing cautious of it and, you just keep just getting downhill and, with guys making shots, it's just opening things up for us.
To 90 in Orlando, back-to-back W's. What does head coach Ty Lue think about the win? Here he is at the podium.
Hey, Ty, congrats on the win tonight. Simply put, how does it have, when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard tonight, how do they make the game so much easier for basically everybody else, on a back-to-back like this?
I think on the night where, guys were a little tired, I think just having their presence was big for us. It was huge. And just making plays for everybody else, making the game easy. When teams double team Kawhi or PG on the post ups or pick and roll, it just makes it easier because our guys are getting open shots. So we need those guys tonight. I thought our guys were a little tired, but was able to fight through it.
Okay, let's move over to Farvad.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
One of the things I noticed was in the second quarter, for a brief moment, you kind of ran with the full bench, and then after that, you decided to stagger Paul George, Nicholas Batum, and Kawhi. How much time do you usually take when you decide, okay, we're not going to run that again? Like, what's the leeway you usually give?
With PG coming back, he was tired, and he had a little minute restriction, so we wasn't able to do the full stagger in that first half. So, like I said, that was on me just as far as the lineups that we had out there. And I think they were scoring too easy and they went on a hell of a run. So in the second half, coming out in that third quarter, I just decided to get PG out a lot earlier so that way we can get him back. And that kind of helped us get our rotations back in order. So, that first half was on me with PG being on the minutes restriction. How to do a better job in the second half of just, cutting down some other guys' minutes.
No problem. I appreciate you letting me know.
Yeah.
Let's move over to
Ty, you were just talking about PG maybe being a little tired, but were you even surprised as how much spring he had in his step after being in the house since Monday with that big dunk? And what did you see in Kawhi coming off of that break too?
Yeah, that's what kind of hurt us in that first quarter. We got Kawhi and PG both out, and we haven't done it in a long stretch. But with those guys, being gone for 7 days, we wanted to be cautious. We didn't want to run Kawhi 12 straight minutes, and we wanted to split PG's minutes up as well. So at the end of that first quarter, it really hurt us. But PG, we talked about it at the end of the game. his handle and his dribbles, he couldn't really handle the basketball because I think his rhythm from dribbling is gone. But just like the spring and the pop, his shot, I think it was all there until he got tired and fatigued.
Let's move over to Shane Young.
Hey, Ty, congrats on the win. It seems as if as the days or as the games and weeks go on, the ball security and the amount of turnover, especially the careless ones, are going down. Is that a sense you get as well? And what conversations have you had with the team about valuing the possession?
Well, we just talked about we're too good offensively just to, to turn the basketball over. And, you don't mind the aggressive turnovers when you go into the basket and you're trying to make a play for your teammate or yourself. But the careless turnovers is what kills you. And I think we had 3 or 4 of those tonight. So we got to continue to keep getting better at that. But we're just too good offensively to turn the basketball over. And we've been, talking about it, and we've been doing a good job of taking care and securing the basketball.
We'll move over to Miriam.
Hey, Ty. The guys did a real good job on Vucevic today, and especially Serge. Talk about how important that was.
Oh, very important. You have all-star Vooch who's, been playing great, and he always plays great. And we just mix it up on him a little bit. Serge had him, then we put Nick on him. We fronted the post, and then we switched, and we fronted the post some more, and just gave him different looks, all night where he couldn't get comfortable. And I think that kind of, gave him some problems. So just, keeping him off balance.
Well, they did give him some problems, and part of that was Serge Ibaka. Corey, you talked about that a minute ago. He had 3 blocks in this game, and we talked about his defense, but also dominant on both ends tonight, 13 and 9 in the win.
It's almost like he had an extra incentive to play better because he had an assignment with a player that averaged 23 points and 11 rebounds. And what he did was, let me start off on the defensive end with those 3 blocks tonight. And when my teammates pass it to me, I'm going to be aggressive. He took advantage of the size advantage against this Orlando Magic's team. And it was 2 times during this game that he had a small switch thrown to him.